Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Polygon's price charts. But before that, I would like to apologize for my terrible voice because recently I caught a really bad cold, so it is going to take some time for me to recover. Just bear with me, and if it's like really annoying, you probably better off not watching the videos for the next, let's say, 7 to 10 days. So other than that, let's see what is going on in the short term. And if you remember, the last time that we talked about Matic, we were around this area, and the idea was that one way or the other, bullish or bearish, odds are our move up is going to continue, and in it we are at least going to reach to about the lower band of this very important resistance area, which is around 29.5 cents. And as you can see, here we are. The question is, are we in here bullish, or maybe something else is happening? And from here, for example, we're going to get a massive move down in order to take the lowest low all the way down here around 16.5 cents. So here's the situation. Going down and setting new lows in Polygon can be a scenario. Do not get me wrong. However, it's not really going to be my primary case. Why is that? Because so far, in my view, in Matic, we are actually going according to the bullish plan. Why? You see, this point right in here is the lowest low around 15.5 cents, and off of it, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, I think, into a wave 1, followed by a correction for wave 2, and this, in my view, is a solid looking 5 wave up, followed by an ABC down. So maybe we are having an extension setup suggesting on a higher degree. This is actually yet another 1 and a 2, this time on a lower degree relative to this 1 and 2 in here. And the idea is that the current move up that we are having overall is going to be into a larger degree wave 3 correction for another move up into wave 5. And if this count is happening, I actually expect Polygon to in this phase reach to about the next important resistance between 46.5 to around 62.5 cents, which is going to be into this wave 3, and maybe and hopefully above this level we are going to do some consolidating into our wave 4, and followed by that another massive move on the upside into wave 5. Right now it seems like that everything is going according to the bullish plan. That is why, according to my primary count, I would like to be optimistic as long as I'm not proven otherwise. Now, what is going on in like very short term? So in the previous video we said we can have two different counts in here. Scenario number 1 suggests that this is an A, B, C zigzag, and from here, maybe we're going to get a decent move down. According to another count, we can say maybe this is 1, this is 2, and then good move up into wave 3. And we specifically said if we see a correction structure into wave 4, followed by that another move up, that can actually be a very optimistic sign. And as you can see, I think it seems like that we are having this scenario, meaning this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. And guess what? I think right now might be time for a move on the downside in Polygon. Why is that? Two reasons, actually 3 reasons. Number 1, in terms of classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances, this is actually the first time that we reach to about this region, and by the first time, I think makes sense for us to have some sort of a strong reaction from here. Reason number 2, in terms of Elliott's waves, I think we may have something like this. You see, this can be 5 up into 1 correction for wave 2, and this might be another 1 and a 2, suggesting what? In here, we should probably expect some sort of a pullback in order to reach to about these levels around, let's say, 24.5 cents, and then we can have another strong move up in order to finally, hopefully, get a break of this important level, which the higher band of it is around 33 cents. Reason number 3 for why I believe we are going to probably get a move down soon actually comes to indicators. Let's just go on H1 time frame. Okay, so as you can see on the live chart, we are having a high, the other one is a higher high. However, in MACD, what do you have? This is a high, the other one is a lower high, and recently we got a sell signal. And do we have something similar? Yes, we also have a confirmed sell signal in H4 time frame as well. So these are, in my view, sort of kind of bearish signs in like very short term, meaning in the next couple of days, indicating we are probably going to have a move on the downside. But I honestly do not care about that move particularly. Why is that? Because one way or the other. Even if you want to be really optimistic, okay, after a 5 wave up, what are we going to have? We should expect some sort of a move on the downside, which isn't going to be a surprise at all. What I really do care is this: what is going to happen after that move on the downside? Are we going to have a decent, strong move on the upside in order to get a break of this level or not? And I think you can have some early optimistic signals if you pay attention to indicators. Why is that? Because you see, here is our bearish divergence line, and you probably know what I'm about to say in case that you are a regular viewer of the channel. You see, a bearish divergence by itself, fair enough, is a negative sign suggesting we are headed lower. However, after having a short-term move down, the moment that we get a move up, and in that phase we manage to get a break of our divergence line, that's actually going to be a very bullish sign. And in most cases, again, not all cases, because simply there is no certainty in any market at any given moment, we are only talking about different possibilities. But in most cases, when we are having a break of the divergence line, a negative one, at that point we are going to have on the live chart some sharp and strong moves on the upside. From my POV, this is actually the real signal that you need to pay attention in Polygon if you want to be optimistic and count on some beautiful more upward price action in order to hopefully get out of this area. Because at that point, I think our move up is going to accelerate quite a bit, since above here we really do not have a whole lot of strong resistances until around, as you can see, 50-60% higher. So let's have a quick conclusion and wrap up today's update. For the reasons that we talked about earlier, in my view in Polygon, now it's time for a move down, and this might actually take, let's say, 5 to 7 days, but it's not necessarily going to be a bad sign at all. In that phase, you need to see two things. Number one, a very slow and choppy move down, and number two, Polygon not taking the lows down here. And then you want to see a very strong 5 wave on the upside in order to get a break of the divergence line, because that can really be an early bullish signal suggesting we are probably having a breakout setup. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Polygon. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.